Well, I don't even have a bag on me today. My goal today is to see if I can just use a putter, namely the MVP Ohm, and do the shot shapes I want and just completely simplify the thought process and just enjoy a round, one disc round with this putter I've enjoyed in the past. I've never done a one disc round here at this course before with a putter, and I'm excited to try it out. So let's get into it. Okay, beautiful day, slight tailwind. Just going for a normal backhand shot, pretty much straight at it, maybe a slight Anhyzer. Or, yeah, that tailwind kind of knocked it down a little quicker, but it went nice and straight. Hopefully, as I'm playing with this neutral putter, I can get a better idea of where things stand with my form, see if I can get these releases to be smooth on my drives, and just see if I can get the disc to do what I intend. That's at least 40 feet, which is long for me. Let's get it drop in there. Nope. Smack it in there. Okay, so we're even par on hole one. We'll see what this guy can do. We've had a couple weeks of more wintry weather. The sun's come back though. There was about 8 inches of snow on the ground here last week. And happy that that's gone. Okay, what disc should I use? We're about a 230 foot, somewhere in there. That's what the first hole was as well. 230 foot hole. We're gonna throw this on Hyzer. We still have that tailwind. Expect it'll get knocked down before it gets there, but we'll try. All right. Oh, that one went toward the previous basket. I was hoping it would skip off the road. Okay. A little bit of a grip lock on that throw. Just probably trying to force it too much. But we're, within birdieable range of a pro disc golfer. I have made a nice long shot with this Ohm on this particular basket before. It's been a while though. Yeah, layup. That'll have to work. So, all right, those two holes were both, we are even par. Let's see what we can do on the next one. So, this is the one I like to throw long driver shots on for testing distance. But today, we'll see what this Ohm can do. It's kind of a glittery look to it in the sun. That's cool. All right. Little Anhyzer. Wow, that went straight. That should be about pin high with the basket. This basket's about 275 feet. So not too bad for a putter, but we'll see where we ended up. So coming up on the basket, basket's there. The Ohm is right here. Once again, a long putt. This is probably a good 50 footer. And we were almost pin high with the basket. So we threw around 260. Not bad for me with the Ohm. Get in there. Nope. With the camera in hand. Okay. We are even par still. Oh, I've got ducks right next to me here. Better say hi to the ducks. Hey, ducks. Okay, so this hole is about another 240 foot. We're going to try for a similar shot to the last one. A little more direct toward the basket, but See if I can pull off what I think in my head. Yeah, kind of. We're definitely drifting way over there. We were actually a little into the wind on that one, so the wind is a factor a little bit again there. But I'll take that over throwing it in the water hazard, you know, which I have done. I keep wondering where my bag is. I am just free today. Okay, let's see if we can do another very long putt. One of these days I'll make the putting easier on myself. Today. Nope. Come on. Spin it right past the basket. It's the hole. I'm putting pressure on myself. Last try. There it is. This one is just straight over there. We'll see if we can get her between the trees for once. Just a nice... Oh yeah, that's it. Actually parked this hole. I never do that. That was just a nice, easy, low throw. And drop it in the basket. That's probably my best job ever on that hole. Okay. Well, that made up for the bogey we just got, so we're still even par. Very awesome. That's just one of those shorter holes. It's about 180 feet, and if you don't try harder than necessary, the disc tends to go where you want. At least that's how life is for me. All right, this one is about 260, a little uphill. I am not expecting much, but let's just see what we get. Let's just do a nice walk up like that. Hey, direction perfect. Pretty smooth, not very far. Story of my one disc round here. We do have a tailwind, which doesn't help on this hole. Okay, here we go. We'll call that that's a nice layup. All right, even par once again. I'm trying to be smooth here. Trying to get that disc to do what I want. All right, so this is one of those actually suitable for a putter holes. About 200 feet, but it is a Hyzer. I need to put it up in the air and put it on Hyzer. Let's see what we can get to shot shape this thing. Well, we got it to do okay. It could have had it further to the left for sure. Another 40 or 50 feet to the basket. Ultra tester shots for me. Straight into the wind. Honestly, I probably should lay this up. Well, forget it. We'll just try it. We'll get her in there. Nope. Thanks, tree. Okay. There's our par. Maintain the even par score. Okay, basket is right back in there. So, normally I do a forehand on this hole, but I just don't feel that confident forehanding this putter. So we're gonna go Anhyzer, backhand, one of my weaknesses. Not sure it's gonna go anywhere, but here we go. Let's give her a try. Trying to curve it around from left to right. We are into the wind. This is probably a recipe for a disaster. Okay. Oh, well, we got her high enough. Well, you know, it's basically a second tee shot where that ended up. Good 100 feet away. See what we get. This is the kind of thing that should work though with this disc. Still into the wind. We're gonna go for a standstill here. All right, so it's a little Anhyzer into the wind. Beauty. You know, I think that'll make for maintaining even par. That one ought to tap in. I guess I should have mentioned distance of that hole is around 260. These are all kind of shorter. Okay, I'm gonna throw this guy straight as I can at the basket for once. Into the wind. Oh, and we're gonna grip lock it. Yeah, I kind of rushed that first try because people were walking toward me. So, last hole mulligan is what we're doing today. It's my rules. Unless this one's not any better, then I'll just take the first spot. Okay, straight at it. Opposite problem. It kind of slipped out early. Yeah, so that disc kind of, I grip locked it the first try, and it slipped out early the second try. Neither one was any closer to the basket, so no benefit. Okay, ultra long putt as normal. Name of the game today. I don't know how to do a stepper putt, so I don't. I just do an approach. Hey, that's in. Ah! That was so close. That was some good putt technique right there at the end. Flip it in the basket. Anyway, so can I play with the Ohm? That's the question here. One disc round for me. This one left a little short very often. Yeah, there's a little wind. But honestly, what that told me is with a course like this, where everything is mostly over 200 feet, I am not that consistent with getting this by the basket. Even though I can throw it 240 or 285, I've thrown it that far before. It's just not something I do very consistently. So this neutral putter, the Ohm, is awesome on a straight shot when you don't put a lot of force on it. When you're not trying hard, at least for me. If I'm trying to throw hard, I'm gonna run into problems with this putter. So, or at least inconsistency. Sometimes it'll be great, sometimes it won't be so great. And none of those were especially horrible. I just had some grip locks and mostly just didn't get the thing to move as far as I wanted it to. But I feel like shot shaping is possible to an extent with this. Curving left and right, it's a little harder, but it can do kind of an easy curve right or left, at least given the way I threw it today. A sharper curve, I'm going to say not likely. But that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed the round, ended up even par, and you know, that's not bad for a one disc putter round for me. So I've done better before. If I chose the Crave for that one disc round, I did that not too long ago, and I think I was 6 under on the same course. So yeah, that makes a huge difference. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this round today, and we'll see you next time.